Our top story on World DNA: in another twist in the tariff tug-of-war, a U.S. federal appeals court is giving the Trump administration some temporary breathing room.
Now, this is in a high-stakes trade battle that could impact prices, jobs, and your wallet. The court has paused a lower ruling that had struck down most of President Trump's so-called reciprocal tariffs, controversial trade measures that had become a centerpiece of his economic strategy. On Thursday, a federal appeal court temporarily reinstated Trump-era tariffs after a lower court struck them down just one day earlier. The decision holds a ruling that declared the tariffs illegal, at least for now.
Now, at the heart of the case are reciprocal tariffs. Donald Trump imposed under a 1970s law called the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, a law that critics say does not give presidents unlimited power to act on trade. The ruling was made by a three-judge panel, including a Trump appointee, who said the tariffs overstep presidential authority. But by Thursday afternoon, the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Federal Circuit hit pause on that decision.
Well, for U.S. businessmen and consumers, the legal battle matters. The tariff targeting goods like steel, aluminum, and electronics. And critics argue that they drove up prices and hurt American companies.
Critics, including state attorneys general and dozens of domestic businesses, say the tariffs are doing irreparable harm and they're fighting to make sure that they stay struck down. The Trump team isn't backing down. If needed, they say they will take it all the way to the Supreme Court. White House officials have gone as far as to call the ruling a judicial tyranny. For consumers, that means uncertainty remains. If the tariffs stand, prices on imported goods could stay high. But if they're permanently struck down, we could see some relief at the checkout.
And for more, our correspondent Susan Tehrani has sent us this report from New York. Take a look.
President Donald Trump's tariffs have been given a temporary lifeline. A federal appeals court judge agreed to pause a lower court's ruling that found parts of President Trump's sweeping tariffs against China and other countries as being illegal. This stay now means that many of those tariffs remain in place while the appeals court reviews the case. The decision also buys the Trump administration critical time to defend what it calls one of the cornerstones of the second Trump White House. The White House had been scrambling to salvage these tariffs after the U.S. Court of International Trade ruled against them earlier. Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION World This One.